Anyway, I'd like to welcome you all to another price action recap for January 18th, 2023. Can you believe it? 2023. 18 days have gone by just that quick in the blink of an eye. If this is your first time tuning in to Tim's Tidbit, I like to say welcome. This is not your first time tuning in to Tim Pit. Speak, Tim. This is not your first time tuning in to Tim's Tidbit. I still want to say welcome. But I want to add in a little hearty. Well, thank you for always hanging out with me and my homeboy. Drum roll, please. Spidey, who's always chilling by the window. If you don't know who I am, my name is Timothy Lee Rogers Sr. I get on Al Gore's internet every single day, Monday through Friday, once at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, just before the market opens, and talk about the overnight price action. And then again in the evening at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and talk about the price action recap. What do? We get together and we look at those little green and red candles. We watch them go up, we watch them go down, we watch them go side to side. And we say, hey, it's highly probable that it does this. It's highly probable that it does that. And we make educated trading and investment decisions all together now. Why do we do it? Because we are the world. Uh-huh. We are the children. Uh-huh. Hey, how come everybody who's saying we are the world always sang it in their best Michael Jackson voice when it was like a million other people on this song? If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. Press the subscribe button. You can even join the membership. That's not required. But I do want you to subscribe if you're not subscribed. Our goal is to hit 2,500. We're almost there, in the sense of being almost there. Got a little over 2,000 right now. The goal is to hit 2,500. So help us get there. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. If you're already subscribed and you like what you see, say, hey, let me send this to my friends. I really enjoy Tim's content. I think you will too. Come on over and be a part of the gang. Speaking of part of the gang, shout out the newest members. Can't remember your name right now, but I will look it up and shout you out. 2 new members joined the Black Spider gang. One yesterday and one today. I'm going to find your names. I'm going to shout you out. Let's get into this price action. Before we get into the price action, we're going to break down the price action, and then I'm going to share with you all something that I'm dealing with. It's dealing with trading. It's nothing in my personal life. It's dealing with trading, but I'm struggling with it. I am struggling with it. I'm going to share it with you. Black Spider Gang, they already saw it firsthand. The second time you've seen it firsthand. Today, I kind of lost it. I didn't go all little Timmy Rogers, but I was highly upset with myself. I was so upset I had to invoke one of my rules that if you're upset, you cannot trade. And with that being said, let's go into the charts. Because the market did exactly what we talked about, Spider Gang. So far, for the last couple weeks, Spider Gang, I don't know if you've noticed, we have been in total sync with the algorithm. Not algorithms, plural. Around this neck of the woods, we trade ICT concepts. And the unified belief is there's an algorithm that controls the market. Not algorithms that the different, big boys, banks and stuff trade with their algorithm. Not those algorithms. Those algorithms are subpar to the algorithm. And I don't know if y'all noticed, but in the last couple of weeks, we have been in tune with the algorithm. And today was no exception. the market did exactly what we talked about, to the upside and to the downside. Unfortunately, I did not get to participate in the downside because I was so upset about freezing up again when it was going to the upside. More on that later. The more I think about it, the more I want to talk about it. And I want to get to the price action, because that's why everybody tuned in. They tuned in for the price action, not to hear me talk. Before we go to the price action for the ES, let's go over here and holler at our friend. If y'all don't know who our friend is, her name is Spyleen. We wrote a song for her. Want to hear it go. If you know the words, sing it with me. Come on. Spyleen, Spyleen, where you at, baby? Here I go. Hey, how you doing? I'm glad that you came through. And look what you done do. Spyleen opened up. We have, can anyone tell me what type of day we had today? Somebody put it in the chat. Well, hey, my sweetie in here. Look at my sweetie. Look at my sweetie. Hey, baby. What's up, Rhonda Green, Black Spider? What's going on? Hey, y'all shout out Mendez, man. Y'all give it up for Mendez. Mendez been crushing it. Mendez been crushing it. Mendez out here getting his Jackie Robinson on. Hitting home runs, stealing bases. Mendez been killing it on the live market watch. He been killing it. Mendez been calling out trades. Mendez been sharing trades. He been getting in. Mendez, all I hear is pay the trader, profit target taker, pay the trader, profit target taker. Mendez, if you post that one more time, I'm gonna kick you out the chat. Y'all give it up for Mendez, man. Mendez been killing it. Hey, Anna and Elsa, ask Daddy for a new Power Wheels, a new Barbie Power Wheels with spinning rims and a convertible top. Tell them you want fuchsia. You don't want pink. You want a fuchsia Power Wheels with a convertible top. Nobody put it in the chat. Power 3. There you go. Power 3. Power 3. Power 3. Oh, Lord. Robinson just popped in the chat. Let me go back to what I was talking about. Power 3 day. We had a classic Power 3 day on the SPY and the ES, right? For anybody who don't know what I'm talking about, let's just talk about the spiggity for right now. This is the SPY, right? So let's break it down to hourly candles so we can get a good look-see at it, right? Here we go right here at, let's go to 15-minute candles so we can get a good look-see at it, because it opens at 9:30. Okay, so here we go. Here is the 9:30 candle, right? We open here. It's starting in the pre-market. We got the accumulation phase. Power 3 is accumulation, manipulation, and distribution, right? So here's the accumulation in the pre-market, right? Here is the 9:30 open. This is where we opened up at. We opened up right here at 3.99 even, right? Right? So here's the accumulation, right? And then the manipulation is, right? We start trading. You see how we're below the open here? And then we pop up and go above the open, right? And take out this buy side liquidity right there. That's the manipulation, right? We open, go above the open, manipulate you thinking it's going long, right? Take out the buy side liquidity, and then it quickly reverses on you. And it sells off for the rest of the day. And it closes. Where do we close at? We close right very near the low of the day. Power 3 day at its finest. So that's the Power 3 day on the spiggity. On Spyleen. Why you do me like that, baby? I don't know. Okay. Let's Thursday, Tuesday, 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 Tuesday. 12 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 12 o'clock. Now, the ES trades 23 hours a day. So the power 3 on the ES, it's going to look the same, but different. That's an oxymoron. So let's find the opening for the day. If you don't know, for the ES, you have to go to the prior day at 6 o'clock p.m. Right? So we come over here. I mean, not 6 o'clock p.m. You go to 12 o'clock a.m. The day starts at 6 o'clock p.m. for the day by trading view. But the trading day that the algo, not the algos with S, the algo pay attention to starts at midnight. Right? So let's find the midnight. Right there. There is the midnight open. If I can, give me a doggone line. The midnight open. That is the open on the ES, right? We opened. Here's your accumulation, right? Accumulation. And then right here at this 6:30 candle, here's the manipulation accompanied by some news right there at 8:30. Your manipulation. We came up, took out the buy side liquidity that we spoke about, right? Left the external buy side alone, right? So accumulation, manipulation, distribution, and then closed on the low, right at the low, very near the low. So that is your power 3 day on the ES. Accumulation, manipulation, distribution. And the manipulation, you all like on the manipulation for the ES and the SPY, you want to be trying, if it's manipulate, if you're shorting, you want to be buying as close to or above the midnight open. And with the SPY, you want to be shorting as close to or above the 9:30 open, right? Because that's the open for that instrument, right? That the algo pays attention to. Not the algos that many people set up for themselves, but the algo, the one that runs the market. It pays attention to the midnight open, the 9:30 open, the London open, the Asian open. It pays attention to these times. So the day starts at 12 and it manipulates above the open and then drop it like it's hard. This would be referred to as a Judas swing. It leads you the wrong way and then it chops your head off. The Judas swing, everyone. Now, let's break down the price action. Right? So, when we opened up at 9:30, right? We talked about that we were watching the news candle right here. If the news candle held up, we expect the price to attack the buy side liquidity here. All right. And if we did not take this buy side liquidity, we expected it to reverse, right? And the target was the weekly equilibrium and this daily fair value gap down here, right? Right here, this blue line right here, right? We talked about if we get a reversal up here, this blue line, that's the weekly equilibrium, and this daily fair value gap down here. That's what we talked about, right? The equilibrium and the daily fair value gap. Those were the downside targets based off of how we were trading, because we talked about there was no other imbalance anywhere in here until you got to this daily fair value gap. And as you see, the market took out the buy side that we talked about, right, off of this area that we was watching when I froze up. It's retesting. I'm scared to take the trade on the retest. Ooh, someone help me. Ooh, Father of Legends, help me. Lil Hawk, press the button for me. I can't do it. Oh, Mendez, I'm scared. Help me. I couldn't take the trade. Froze up again. The mental block is real. And then we talked about how we were watching the divergence. We had divergence over here. We were saying that the Dow was weak in this hour. We're like, the Dow is weak in this hour. The ES and the NQ and the ES were strong in this hour. If we go up here and get a reversal sign, the Dow is going to drop the heaviest, and the ES and the NQ will follow suit, right? We got the reversal sign. I pointed out the reversal sign while I was sulking before I went to the gym. And then we dropped it like it's hot, hit the equilibrium, hit the daily target below. I mean, the daily fair value gap below, right? As we fell down, we didn't get up, right? And looking at this classic Power 3 day on the 15-minute chart, it never slowed down until right here around 11, and it still ain't get back to it. You ain't getting no kind of fair value gap trade on the 15-minute all day long. You didn't even get an order block trade on the 15-minute. You got let me see, nothing, because you came back up, didn't reach the order block or the fair value gap. We did trade back up into an order block right here on this 1500 candle. It did move back up into an order block there on the 15-minute. Then it broke down again. But that's at 3 o'clock, and I typically don't be trading after 3 o'clock. To each his own. But let's look and see what it looked like on the hourly. Same thing on the hourly. Didn't give you nothing. Left a lot of imbalances above. Didn't give you nothing on the hourly. Looking here, we've already taken out the low of the day already in the aftermarket. I mean, in today's, I said aftermarket, but in today aftermarket, we didn't take it out. But on today's candle, we already took out the low already. The 60-minute didn't give anything either. Look how we skated along that breaker. Look how we skated along that breaker there. Boop, 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 boop. Got some news candles that week through. Pushed up, dumped down. I just got sidetracked for a minute. Let's go down to a 5-minute and see if it gave any more clarifications or entries outside of what we pointed out this morning. 5-minute, dump. Fair value gap entry here on the 5-minute. Clean fair value gap entry here on the 5-minute on the 11 o'clock candle on TradingView. That would be like 11:05 candle on Ninja Trader. Nice fair value gap entry. Another fair value gap entry here. That's at lunchtime though. Another fair value gap entry there. Come back after lunch, revisited that same fair value gap after lunch. Another fair value gap trade on the 245 candle. So you had a couple opportunities on the 5-minute breakdown in the morning. What we were talking about. the long confirmation that we pointed out this morning. We were watching the news candle, right, on the 15-minute level, right? On the 15-minute level was watching the news candle. There was also a on the 60-minute 60 minutes. Let me find my way around here. That's 3. May have to move over to, got this order block. Yeah, this is the, was this the 60-minute order block right here? Let me mark it out and see, because I'm used to looking at it on Ninja Trader. So let me mark this out and see real quick if that's the area. I know we was watching it on the 15-minute. Okay, then there wasn't really worried about this fair value gap right here. I wasn't worried about this fair value gap right here. Wasn't worried about this fair value gap right here. And the reason why I wasn't worried about the fair value gap is because the order blocks were doing their job, right? On the 15-minute, yes, this was the area we were watching, right? This was like the 60-minute order block here. We were watching the news candle here, 15-minute order block there, right? We was watching consequent encroachment on the daily wick and on the news candle wick, right? Was watching consequent encroachment on that, which was roughly around here. So we was hovering in between consequent encroachment on the news wick and the order block. You know what I'm saying? It was doing its job. It was still accumulating. The bodies of the candles were totally respecting the order block based off of the news candle, and then the bodies of the candles were still respecting this bullish breaker right here, right? It was still respecting the breaker, staying on the top and up. Didn't talk about the breaker this morning, but we were basically focusing on the order block, right? The confirmation that we were going to go up was based off the fact that once we took off from this area and created this order block, we also created this volume imbalance right here, right? We had the volume imbalance right there. Boom. That was the confirmation that we was going to go back up right here on this 930 candle. This is where I froze, right? When we first got on it, we just got on the live, me and the Black Spiders just got on the live. We came into this fair value gap right here, lined up with this order block, right? I'm like, God dog it, I just missed my entry, right? We shot up, we went up, did our thing, and then as we started to retrace here, I was like, oh, but we got a volume imbalance here. This volume imbalance should support price, right? It came down. I watched it come down, sat there. I started talking myself out of the trade on the 1 minute. Why? Because I have this phobia of taking trades on the retest. I've been burnt so many times in the past, taking trades on the retest and getting stopped out. I literally cannot take the trade. Watch the trade come, watch the trade go, went up, took out the buy side liquidity, right? And then this was the reversal pattern right here that we discussed right there. That was the reversal pattern at the 1030 candle that dropped down. That was the reversal pattern that we talked about. Like once we came up here, I said, hey, let's see if we get a reversal pattern. The Dow should drop faster than the NQ or the ES. But if we get a reversal pattern, we all coming down, and the ES will most likely come down to the weekly equilibrium and attack that daily fair value gap, because that was the only void that was in the daily range. I mean, inside the weekly range that we were watching, right? And I'm looking, let me look at this, right? I just noticed this. That also is very near consequent encroachment on this wick, on this daily wick. Consequent encroachment on this daily wick is 39.45.25, right? On this huge daily wick right here. 39.45.25 on a huge daily wick. And we closed at 39.46. The low was exact same as the 10th high. The high of January 10th was 39.43.75, and the low of today was 39.43.75. The exact bottom of this daily fair value gap matched up perfectly to the high of January 10th. And we close pretty much right at consequent encroachment of this super long daily wick right here. Exactly what we discussed, and it did it without me. The short, no holes, no, I ain't gonna hold you. I could have taken it, but since I was so upset at myself, my rules say I cannot trade when I'm that upset. Because when I'm upset, I tend to make poor decisions. I tend to see stuff that's not really there. Right? So I stuck to my rules. I could, if I wouldn't have stuck to my rules, that would have been a beautiful short. Because I think from peak to trough, we had like a 90-point day from peak to trough. Let's see right here. Somebody do the math for me. The high is 40.33.75, and the low is 39.43.70. Whoa. That's 90 freaking points on the dot. 40.33.75, 39.43.75. Yeah. That's 90 points, because 100 points will be 39.33. That's 90 points on the dot. Michelle Tucker, what's going on? What did Robinson say? Oh, beautiful DR model. Mm-hmm. You said I did. And I said, was that last night when I said that? Who cares, Robinson? Who cares? Who cares? Oh, you say Zay. You say Zay called that drop last night. That's because I told Zay. Hey, man. That's all I got, man. It's 6:58. Do anybody have anything? Do anybody have anything? I already cried enough about me freezing up. But on a serious note, the mental part of trading is hard. When you have stuff in your path that you suffered from in the past, like me, like if like in the past, if I got into a and I know for a fact I was getting slaughtered on the retest in the past because it wasn't really a retest. The move had been done and it was reversing, and I was chasing it because I had missed the move and I was just getting ran over. I know that's what it is, but it happened so many times till the mental part of trading is hard. So it's like you got to work on the things internally that you need to work on. Don't beat yourself up like I do. Like I beat myself up over stuff like this because I'm like, look, you better than this. You know what I'm saying? You better than this. You can get over this. But the mind is strong. Fear is real. You ever heard people talk about they be paralyzed with fear, they can't move? You ever went on like one of them real tall towers and you supposed to jump down on the bag, and when you going up, you looking at the people up there scared to jump, be like, man, ain't nothing, just jump down. And then you get up there and then your legs can't move. You looking over and you can't move because you be paralyzed with fear. It's real. Zay ain't take the trade. You ain't took trade either because you was working. Champ. Champ. Hey, man, do anybody got anything? Nobody got nothing? If ain't nobody got nothing, we're going to go ahead and call it, man. We're gonna go ahead and call it if ain't nobody got none. Let me check the oh, I supposed to be checking to see who the new members are. Shout out to new members. Supposed to be checking who the new members are. YouTube Studio. We at 2029, everybody. We looking for 2,500. We at 2029. Memberships. Share screen. Memberships. Shout out. Okay. Pednika. I'm gonna say Pednika. If I'm messing it up, I jalapaz. Shout out Jason Pips. I remember Jason I saw Jason name the other day. I'm like, I've never seen the name before. Jason say he been around, he been hiding in the back of class. Did I shout out Rodwell? I can't remember if I shouted out Rodwell. If I didn't, I jalapaz Rod. I know I shouted out Zay. T. Lewis. I don't remember shouting you out. Shout out T. Lewis. I jalapaz for not shouting you out. I know I shouted out for Thomas Chun. Did I shout you out, Thomas? Candlesticks. What's up, Candlesticks? I ain't know you was in there. I ain't shout you out. I jalapaz. Rich Genius. I already shout you out. I know that. Sanjay, I know. Michelle Taco. I know I shouted you out. We getting down to the people I shouted out already. Calio. Oh, yeah, I remember that. That Noel Keifel. Because I couldn't know. I ain't know if it was Kiffel or Keifel. Yeah, we down there to all the people already shot. I appreciate all the people that signed up for the membership. I appreciate everybody that signed up for the membership. I really do. Like I said, it's not necessary, but it's very much appreciated. Shout out all the gang. Speaking of the gang, let me see here. Your channel. Speaking of the gang community, the journal from today's freeze up session is out there for anybody like. And let me say this about when I be sharing my journal entries. I don't want anybody to take it as this is how you have to journal. You know what I'm saying? I don't want anybody to take it as this is the perfect way to journal or, you should do it like this. Journal the way you want to journal. Only reason I share it is so that people can see inside the mind of little Timmy Rogers. You know what I'm saying? You can see what type of stuff I say to myself, like over here, my mental issues today. You know what I'm saying? I try to walk through my thought process. I try to make it clear for you all. Like I number the steps for when I'm journaling just on my own, I don't have 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't number the steps, but when I'm sharing it with y'all, I put the numbers in there so you can see like my thought process through the trade or through the observation or through the freeze up. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not saying this is the way you got to do it. I'm just sharing it to give you some insight on how I do it. And people told me that it's helpful. It gives a good insight. That's why I continue to share the trading journal logs, you know what I'm saying, in the membership section. But I want to come in here and just read this, what I put in there. I said, I kind of touched on it, but I couldn't remember the exact words that I said. So that's why I put it up to read it. I said, the mental part of trading is very difficult. Be honest with yourself. Take the time needed to overcome mental blocks and don't beat yourself up like I do. I appreciate y'all more than you know. Gang. Right? So, let me check the poll too. There's only 14 votes. There's 14 votes and there's 26 Black Spider members. That means 12 more people got to vote. Go vote on this poll. Be honest. This ain't just so you can stroke my ego. This, I really want to know the truth, right? Are the live market watch live streams helpful? If it's really helpful, say yes. If it's just okay, say it's just okay. If it's not helpful at all and you just, you know what I'm saying, like joining the membership just to support the channel because of all the free stuff I've done, hit that. But 12 more people got to vote. It's only 14 on there. I still don't see nothing else. And I still don't see nothing. Get off my screen, man. Get off my screen. I don't care if I shout y'all. You know I ain't gonna shout y'all out. You know I ain't gonna shout you out. Hey man, that's it. We 6 minutes over. I'm gonna get ready to go. I'm gonna go. I think I'm supposed to be hanging out with the runners tonight. I think we got something going on in the runners community tonight. So let me go ahead and get out of here so I can drink me some water. Go holler at my sweetie if she out there yet, and then get ready to jump on the Zoom with Zay and the runners. I appreciate y'all, man. Shout out to everybody that's been killing it. Shout out to everybody that's been this stuff that Chinese starting to make sense to them. You know what I'm saying? That Chinese, Japanese, that when we first started, they Japanese, Japanese candles. Yeah, Japanese candlesticks. I said Chinese, but that Japanese starting to make sense to them. You know what I'm saying? They starting to understand why Price doing what it's doing. Shout out Mendez. Mendez say, hey, man, I ain't know nothing about this stuff a month ago. And now Mendez out there killing it. Hey, them ICT concepts starting to sink in. I don't know if he combined it with anything else, but he say it's starting to sink in. Hey, I appreciate y'all again, man. Y'all know how I like to end it. Don't put off till tomorrow what you can say today. You know what I'm saying? If your loved ones are still around, let them know that you love them. If your parents still here, call them up. Hey, mama, hey, dad, how you doing? I love you very much. Your kids, let your kids know you love them. Hug them. You know what I'm saying? Call your grown kids. They may not answer. Mine don't. Call your grown kids. Tell them that you love them. Text them. Hey, mama thinking about you. Daddy thinking about you. If you got little fuzzy kids, furry kids, go over there. But hey, Jasper, how you doing, Jasper? Talk to your little fuzzy kid. Let them know you love them, man. And when you communicate in their love language, not yours. You want to communicate in their love language so that they can receive the love that you're giving. And then when someone's giving you love and you reciprocate, again, reciprocate in their love language so that they can receive the love that you're giving. Don't put it off till tomorrow. Nobody's promised tomorrow. Take advantage, man. Take advantage. Hey, man, I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all in the morning at 9 o'clock for the overnight price. Action. Till then, man, enjoy your family. Gone.